The 11 worst cancerous products we use daily. Number 1. Cigarettes. Cigarettes are a well-known cause of cancer, and smoking is also linked to a number of other health problems. But what about e-cigarettes? There's not a lot of long-term research on these products yet, but there are some concerns about the chemicals they contain. And while people may be less likely to get lung cancer from vaping than from traditional smoking cigarettes, the risks of other cancers is still a concern. Carcinogens in cigarettes include formaldehyde, carbon monoxide, and arsenic. But e-cigarettes also contain some of these substances. Tanning beds. The US Food and Drug Administration has classified tanning beds as a Class 1 carcinogen, which means they're known to cause cancer in humans. Grilled meats. Grilled meats are a good source of protein. However, they're also a source of HCAs and PAHs. These chemicals form when you cook meat over an open flame. They're associated with an increased risk of colorectal, pancreatic, lung, and breast cancers. This one is less clear than cigarettes and tanning beds. However, do your best to limit the number of times you consume grilled meats per week. Birth control pills. This one is a bit complicated, as researchers have found that oral birth control decreases your risk of certain cancers while raising your risk of others. For instance, it can prevent ovarian and endometrial cancers. In addition, the pill contains a synthetic version of estrogen, which has been found to decrease your risk of colorectal cancer. However, oral birth control also raises your risk of breast and cervical cancers. It is important that you speak with your healthcare provider about oral birth control and whether or not it is right for you. If you have a family history of breast or cervical cancer, then maybe you should look for other options. Alcohol. Alcohol is a known carcinogen. It can damage your DNA and increase your risk of developing certain cancers. In fact, according to the American Cancer Society, drinking alcohol increases your risk of developing throat, liver, breast, and colon cancer. Your risks increase the more you drink. Salt-cured meat, fish, and pickled foods. Salt-cured fish and meat are high in nitrates. The nitrates in meat are converted to nitrosamines. Studies suggest that people who ate a lot of salt-cured meat and fish had an increased risk of developing stomach cancer. Other research also found that eating pickled vegetables was linked to increased stomach cancer risk. Processed meats. Processed meats are meats that have been preserved by smoking, curing, salting, and adding preservatives like sodium nitrite. These meats include ham, bacon, and sausages, which are formed when meat is preserved with sodium nitrite or other food additives. Processed foods. Processed foods are foods that have been modified either by adding ingredients or removing some of their natural components. They are often high in sugar, fat, and salt. Examples of processed foods include cookies, cakes, candy, and ice cream. There seems to be a link between people who eat more processed foods and cancer. However, researchers aren't quite sure of the cause yet. Plastics. Many plastics are made from BPA. BPA is a chemical that mimics estrogen in a body and has been linked to various health issues including cancer. It's also used in epoxy resins that coat metal cans for food storage. If you eat canned food, it's important to look for products with labels that say BPA-free or BPA-free can liners. Also, never reheat foods that are stored in plastic. Always place them in a non-plastic dish before reheating. Eating too much sugar can actively damage your cells and lead to cancer. In addition, excess sugar can essentially feed tumor cells and help cancer grow and spread more rapidly. Sugar also causes inflammation, which is linked to many chronic health conditions including cancer. To limit your sugar intake, avoid processed foods, eat whole foods as often as possible, and cut out sugary drinks such as soda and fruit juice. Acrylamide. Acrylamide is a carcinogen that is formed when starchy foods are cooked at high temperatures, such as frying or baking. Studies have shown that acrylamide can cause tumors in the large intestine of mice and rats, as well as DNA damage to human cells. However, it's not clear whether this chemical also causes cancer in humans.
How'd you like the video? Make sure to give us a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe on YouTube or follow us on Facebook for more ideas and inspiration.